국내 언론에서 전하지 않는 뉴스, 지금 이 순간 폭스뉴스를 통해 확인하실 수 있습니다.
Welcome to Hannity. And tonight, America's blockade against Iranian ports in the Strait of Hormuz is already, squeezing the terrorist regime. We have a full report that's coming up straight ahead. Plus, we will cover the dramatic rise of violent so-called teen takeovers. It's happening all across the country. And coming up, a shocking new report from the Biden DOJ, which was working to criminalize pro-life opinions. But we begin in the state of California tonight, where the former congressman and former gubernatorial frontrunner Eric Swalwell, Mr. Fang Fang, is in big trouble as scores of accusers, one after another, coming forward with very serious allegations of sexual misconduct, assault, and even rape. Take a look.
When I arrived at his hotel room, I was already incapacitated and I couldn't move my arms or my body. He raped me and he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness. And I thought I died. I did not consent to any sexual activity.
Now, that was today in California, but it was not the only allegation of rape. Take a look.
I went to the bathroom and I don't remember anything after that.
You don't remember anything?
I remember the next day, I can see flashes of that evening of him on top of me pushing him off, him grabbing me. It was a lot more aggressive. It was aggressive.
Did you say no?
Yes, I said no. In my flash that I can recall, I was pushing him off of me saying no.
And what did he do?
He didn't stop.
He didn't stop. And you woke up the next morning?
I woke up the next morning naked, alone in his hotel room.
Frankly, for everyone, obviously, that is hard to hear, but it does not end there. Two more victims spoke to CBS News about their horrific encounters with the former congressman, Eric Swalwell. Take a look.
No, it's just the beginning. It's just the very beginning. And I know personally that we're not walking away from this fight.
For me, justice won't be until he can't ever harm a woman ever again, and he has faced the consequences for the women that he has harmed.
I think we just prevented another 30 to 40 years potentially of him harming people if he were to stay in Congress.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I think we have served justice for his future victims.
Wow.
That won't exist anymore.
And yet another woman accused Swalwell of sending graphic, unsolicited pictures. Take a look.
He would say things like, "What are you doing? What are you wearing? Send me a photo of what you're doing right now." And then eventually one night we were talking and he just sent me a photo of his genitals.
Unsolicited?
Unsolicited, yeah. Eric Swalwell is responsible for Eric Swalwell, not the media, and definitely not the women.
Now, tonight, Mr. Fang Fang Swalwell denies the serious allegations, but that might not matter. Not only is Swalwell's political career now officially over, but in all likelihood, he may soon be facing serious criminal trouble. I mean serious. Now, the first accuser we showed you tonight is filing a police report with the Los Angeles County Sheriff. Swalwell is also reportedly under investigation in New York City. And meanwhile, the FBI Director, Kash Patel, he is monitoring all of these allegations, writing, quote, Eric Swalwell has maintained that none of the allegations against him are true. And now that he has resigned, we would welcome him to sit down with the FBI and share any information that he has. But tonight, I do have bad news for Eric Swalwell. Based on his own long-held beliefs, it is not looking good. Take a look.
My Republican colleagues do not trust women. That's what this is entirely about. Trust women, my friends. Trust women. They will get it right.
As a former prosecutor, as somebody who has spent my time in Congress working to stand up for the rights of victims, and now I'm calling on my Republican colleagues. This is not about red team versus blue team. This is about sexual assault victims who deserve justice.
What are the chances that 3 or 4 women independently who never met each other would have similar experiences with one person? So either, Ari, this person committed these horrific acts, or he is the single unluckiest person in the world for these people to conspire and make up lies against him.
Ultimately, this is all much bigger than a congressman from California. This is a story about the Democratic Party, the legacy media mob who wax poetic about women's rights and believing all victims if it helps them politically. Just like they don't really care about how many people were shot in Chicago this weekend. 28. I thought lives mattered. Does anyone, even one Democrat, know the name of one of the victims those shot and killed this weekend? I doubt it. For years, it was an open secret that Swalwell was a giant creep. He even got caught purportedly sleeping with a Chinese spy. Hopefully that information will soon be released to the public. After all, he's all for transparency as well. But the left-wing ecosystem in Washington, D.C. and the swamp said nothing. They did nothing. No interviews, no investigative reports, no calls for Swalwell to resign. In fact, they stood by. They did nothing as he ran for governor of one of the most important states in America. Democrats only pretended to care when a crowded Democratic field in California split the vote, putting the governor's race in jeopardy. They needed Swalwell to drop out. So the Democratic machine, they got to work. Even Swalwell's best friend in Congress pretended to be totally, completely, utterly unaware of his best friend's behavior until just recently. And that is Senator Ruben Gallego.